Good morning. Good morning, people. Tomorrow's Halloween. Ooh, I should wear a Halloween situation. There should be some Halloweening happening. So I tried to, I have to say, it's kind of fun to just get up and not scroll the internet because the internet is not a good place. Hi, Sarah. The internet is not a good place first thing in the morning with everything that's going on in the world. So it's nice to just like get up and drop into a novel. So I think I'm going to be able to do a whole hour. Yes, it's completely overwhelming. My tea is steeping. So I'm going to go prepare it. And then I'm going to get my book and my accoutrement, and I will return. So I wanted to start a little bit earlier so that people could join and there would be a few minutes before we start the sprint. So I'm going to give you a visual of my shelves and I will be back in a few minutes with my tea, my book, probably somehow a Halloween situation, and then we'll start the read. So if you have joined, good morning, Sarah, and yes, thanks for the thumbs up. But please join us in the live chat. You can start by letting us know where in the world you are. You can be as detailed as you want, but where in the world you are, what you're reading, and also what where you are and what you're reading. It's the morning. We don't need big goals right now. Just where are you and what are you reading? Okay, I will be back with my tea, my book, my reading utensils, and some kind of Halloween situation. It won't low bar. It's very early in the morning. Okay, see you in a few minutes. Here are my shelves. Okay. Go with there. Somebody. Get some tea, some water. Good morning. Almost ready. Okay, so I have this black unicorn situation. I think it's meant for people with like more than half an inch of hair on their head. This is the best I can do for Halloween. I don't think that this is obviously a black unicorn, but that's basically what's going to happen. Okay, who's here? Blood Honey, how long is reading sprint this morning? We're going to do at least 3 15-minute sprints, maybe 4. I'm going to try and do for 4. Hi, Lisa. So, Blood Honey, I think this is the first time you've joined us. Where are you? Liza, Texas. You're reading Cruel Beauty by Rosamund Hodge. Cool. In London, UK, or London, Ontario? 321 in California. Adulthood rights. Ooh, okay, Chloe, come on now. That's exciting. London, UK, and it's mid-morning. Okay, all right. So, I actually don't know where my book is. But maybe while I look for my book, we're going to start in a few minutes. Oh, here it is. So I want to tell you about, Xenogenesis was good. I'm reading David Mogo, Godhunter. I need to find my washi tape. So what I've been doing, Tatiana is probably still sleeping, but I found a new way to annotate. So what I do is once I get a book, I choose a highlighter and washi tape that matches the book. So this time, I think I have my tape here. I hope so. This time I chose this marker, and I also chose black washi tape with red accents. Number one, it matches the book, but also it's pretty Halloweeny. Good. So I'm using these supplies. So when I read something that I really like, or something that I want to remember, I'm just going to try and find a good example for you. I highlight it with the marker. This is good enough. So I highlight it with the marker, and then I write my thoughts, and then I use the tape to mark it. But because this tape was really thick, I had to fold it over, which I'd never done before. But that also creates, can you see that? Like, it also creates like this sort of raised and colorful marking on the tip of the page, so that I could see just a nice pattern. So that's cool. Because honestly, I like tabs, but tabs are kind of like when you keep them in your bag and stuff like that. Thanks. When you keep them in your bag, then they all bend over and you don't really get the pleasure of seeing them. And I kind of like this better. All right. So I'm on chapter 11 of David Mogo, Godhunter. We're going to stop talking now. Welcome to the 7 of you who are here. We are going to start our first reading sprint right now. It's going to be a 15-minute sprint, nice and easy in the morning. And let's read. Happy Friday. So 15 minutes of reading starts now. And if you've been here before, please give this video a thumbs up in the actual video section. Hi, everybody from France. Hi, Rian from France. Good night, Chloe. Thanks for coming. Have a good rest. Okay, 15 minutes starts now. Happy reading, everyone. I like just changing the color of the light so it's a little bit more soft. Sorry, just doing a bit of adjustments here. Maybe I should put on my timer. Okay, starting now. That was the first 15 minutes. Thank you. I'm trying to get this light situation sorted. But it's fine. This is not about perfection, right, friends? I don't know. I don't exactly know what I should be doing here. It's very dark. Oh my God. Hi, Dee Dee. Good morning. I'm a black unicorn, see? Oh, I'm a failed black unicorn. There we go. This is not going to last. It has no, like, there's no hair for it to, like, connect to. Oh, cool. So it's 11:34. Thank you. Thank you. Bonjour. Bon matin, as we say. All right, everybody. So let's just take a break so that I can settle my soul. Who else? Dragon's Tales. Hi. Jacob, hi. Emery, good morning. Emery from DC. It's 6:44 in Malaysia. So we've got Malaysia here. We've got the Netherlands. We have France. Two people from France. So two people from France, I think. This is a good time. It's a good time because I feel like with BookTube, most of the people that I know and communicate with on a more regular basis are in the US. So, oh, you're usually off on Friday. Okay. Well then, Dee Dee, hopefully we'll see more of each other at this time. I am in Toronto. It is 6:45 a.m. Thank you for asking how I'm enjoying my book. So I have to remember to talk softly because Tony is still sleeping. Actually, she's probably not sleeping, but she should be sleeping. She's a big day. So I'm reading David Mogo, Godhunter. What should I say about this? I hate to say it, but I'm getting, oh, you're on light lockdown. Okay. I'm getting slightly Harry Potter vibes. I'm sorry. I kind of feel as though we were encouraged to get Harry Potter vibes because he actually mentions Harry Potter in the story. But this is not J.K. Rowling's vibes because I would not do that. But it's Harry. So the protagonist in this story is named David Mogo. He's half human, half god because his mother was a goddess, and his father was not. And he's raised by this guy named Papa Yugi, who's like a godfather to him. And he lives in a futuristic Lagos. And in his world, Lagos is populated not only by human beings, including wizards, but also also godlings and gods. The reason why there are godlings and gods in Lagos is because the gods had a war and the losers were thrown down and trapped on Earth. So they're living among the people. And there's like a epicenter of this, like there's like an energetic epicenter where the gods and godlings live. Um, and when they live there, they're closest to the power source and they're like invisible and stuff. But the further out they move from that epicenter, the more like strange and problematic these gods become. Anyway, the villain in this story is Alayu, I think his name is Alaga, a something, Ajala. Do you ever have problems remembering character names? I always do. And Ajala wants to basically become a god, so he has been possessed by this god willingly, so that he can, like, he's turning children. These are spoilers, so like, that's what's happening. He has his plan where he's like turning children into godlings so they can so he can take over Lagos. And David Mogo, who's like a Godhunter, has found out about this plan and he's trying to stop Ajala. So the cool thing about this book is that there are a bunch of like really fun fight scenes, a lot of like traditional magic, like, you know, like actual herbs and stuff. And then there's also like magic, like what you see on television, like fireballs and like spell casting and all this kind of stuff. So there's like, good morning, Gina. So there's a lot of like, there's a lot of stuff in there. My critiques at this point, so I'm at page 124, so almost halfway. My critiques are that all of the characters that have a job to do are men. The culture, so it's the country is Nigeria, futuristic Nigeria. It's the Yoruba cosmology. So there are Orishas, the gods are Orishas, and then there are lower gods called godlings. All the main characters are men. So David Mogo is a man, his godfather, who's a wizard, is a man, and the villain is a man. And then the women, we have like his mother, who's a goddess, who's probably going to show up at some point. This young woman who has been made into a god, Fatuma, she has a disability, so she's deaf, and she also doesn't speak. So she doesn't speak using her vocal cords. She speaks using sign language. And she's not really, like, they don't develop her character much at all. Then there's the head of this, like, police service, who's a woman, but she just shows up sometimes and then she's gone. And so, like, the women are not really prominent characters. So this is really a story about a man who's trying to save, who's paired up with another man to try and save the world from another man. So my critique right now is that it's very like male centered, and even the way the women are described, like the head of security. So here's a line. Fucking commissioner. She runs her hand through her weave and I see her eyes are bloodshot. They say they can't mobilize anyone here tonight. We're on our own. So, like, the way that he describes women, I just find it kind of stereotypical. So that's one thing I don't like about it. But he did make a reference to Harry Potter early on, and then I started to see things. So, like, you've got the boy who's destined for more, who doesn't know the limits of his own power, who comes from strange origins, like half human, half wizard, half god. You know, he's got a bumbling, older, like, parent figure who is very magical, who's more powerful than he appears. And who has, like, it's just, So this is David Mogo, Godhunter. So it's fun. Like, it's just fun, but it's not the best. But it's fun. So I'm glad that I'm reading it. I wanted to read a story set in Nigeria because of NSARS and because of I have a very good friend in Nigeria, and I just feel like I wanted to read something that would place me there. So yeah, that's the book. This is what I think so far. Okay, so 21. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. I have to plug this in or else I'm just going to disappear, and it won't be magic. It'll just be my computer running down. So if you are interested in reading, we're going to do another sprint in a minute or so. If you're new here, welcome. The etiquette is to say good morning, because that's what people do when they walk into a room in the morning. Well, it's my morning. Say good morning. Let us know where you're reading from and what you're reading. I have read War Girls. It is very good. Wonderful, actually. I know. How long are writers going to keep repeating that storyline? Listen, I have no idea. Clearly, I'm still reading it, but I typically don't DNF books. So, yeah. I have no idea. But I don't know. I'm looking at my shelves like they have something to say to me. So you wanted to read the book, but you don't like when women are depicted as stereotypical. Yeah, I mean, I'm not done. So I might change that view. So just stay tuned. I'll probably be done. Hopefully by the weekend, I'll be done. Emery, you're reading The Heaviness of Knowing. Oh, I want to hear what you think of that because I love that book. Yeah. Dee, sorry, what's your question? I don't know. It doesn't say, there's a lot of like cussing in here. So I think it's just an adult fantasy. Like it's an urban fantasy, I think. Sorry, I lost your question, Dee. Oh, Legendborn. So Shonda, how did you like Legendborn? Jacob, I don't really have a favorite book. Oh, I'm so glad you liked it, Emery. I have to read the other two in the trilogy. Oh, DNFing. So I typically do not DNF. What usually happens though is that there's a switch. So when I get to the point where I want to like not finish a book, I go from enjoyment mode to research mode because I read not only for entertainment. I read because I also want to I want to know what's out there. I want to be able to compare books, and because I'm a niche reader, I kind of have to read. I have to read what's out there, which is why I'm gonna read this thing. Not because I want to, but because I need to be able to have something to say about it, because when there's an important book, I need to be able to read it so that I keep current. So I see it as it ends up going from being enjoyment to work or to research. So I typically do not DNF, or if I stop reading a book, I usually intend to get back to it. It might just be a mood thing. But yeah, I don't DNF and get rid of books without reading them for the most part. Jacob, I'm not sure what you're sorry about, but thanks. And Shonda, I'm glad that you enjoyed Legendborn. I've heard that it's really interesting, so I'm looking forward to that. Okay, enough chatting. And Jerry, I am going to still try to see if we can. I'll probably have to leave at 1:30, so hopefully we can get 2 more sprints in. I'm just gonna plug in my laptop. Please thumbs this video up before you head out, and we are gonna start probably 16 minutes of reading. So we're going to do 1 minute so I can get my cord, and then I'm going to start the clock. So have a good reading sprint. I'll be back in a sec. Okay. This poor thing. It's not really happening. Maybe if I put it behind my ear, maybe that'll work. It seems to work. Okay. Okay, are there any readathons currently going on? Yes, there are. Most of them are ending shortly. Black ONYX-a-thon, Fortnite Frights, the Black SFF-a-thon. Those are the ones I'm participating in. But there's a bunch. There's a bunch of Halloween ones. Happy reading. Oh, 15 minutes starts now. me just finish this page. Okay. Hello, 13 people. That was 15 minutes. I'm going to do one more. It seems like I finished part 1 of the book. Part 1 is called Godhunter. So that was good. And now I am starting Firebringer, part 2. I guess there's 3 parts. I don't know. We shall see. All right. So, how are you doing? Questions. Are you going to live stream tomorrow? I don't know. These morning live streams, as I've mentioned before, they're spontaneous. I decide in the morning if I'm going to do them. So there will be absolutely no way for you to know beforehand that they're going to happen. I'm not going to schedule them. I'm just going to wake up and see how I feel. So if you want to participate, you have to just be subscribed to the channel and have your notifications on. You're switching to The Age of Magic by Ben Okri. I have not read any Ben Okri, and I only have this one, this book that I got in a used bookstore, Songs of Enchantment, which is the sequel to The Famished Road. So, which I haven't read yet, so I have to read that. People have told me about Ben Okri. Thank you. It's Maya. Hey, friend. Long time no see in real time. Folks, Maya Reeds has joined us. Maya is from Finland, and she's like very lovely. One of the first people who supported my channel when I just started. So welcome, Maya. We've got some BookTube OGs in here. Brown Girl Reading and Maya Reeds. Awesome. Dragon Tales, thank you for orchestrating these reading sprints. You're welcome. You're loving taking this time in the morning to read. You're welcome. Emery, thank you. Jacob, thank you. Oh, it's 1 p.m. in Finland. Cool. Cool. All right, everyone. So I'm going to do the last 15-minute sprint, and then I got to go. Got to take off this mask, put on another one, and start my day. Okay, so we're going to start our last 15-minute sprint. It's still dark out. 15 minutes. Start now. Home stretch. We haven't even changed time either, but maybe that was a Maya question. Okay, see you in 15 minutes. And then I have some announcements before I go. Happy reading. Oh, let me start this timer. Okay. Last 15 minutes. Enjoy. Jesus. Okay, that's the last one. Hello, Anne. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for joining me for these 2 reading sprints. You're in Germany. Nice. I think somebody else just finished Legendborn. How did you like Legendborn? I'm so happy you read a bit, Maya. That's awesome. Hey, Michelle. You're welcome. Any last comments before I go? Please give this a thumbs up, of course. At some point at the end of the day, this will be uploaded. So you can always return to this video and read if you'd like. You're welcome, Sarah. Yay, 10 pages. You got this. I'm going to try and do this as often as I can. But as I mentioned to Jacob, it will just depend on how I feel when I wake up that morning. I like the whole sunrise sprints situation. Okay. All right, I got to bounce. So bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I have some announcements. First of all, if you are participating in the Octavia E. Butler slow read, I am going to be starting my slow read of Wild Seed tonight. So it's going to be 7 p.m. Eastern, and there should be notifications on my channel already. I'll be doing it through StreamYard. You don't have to read Wild Seed with me, but it is going to be a reading, 2 hours of reading starting tonight. The schedule is it's on my community tab, so you can see. So I'm going to be reading it because on November 29th, we're going to have our live show for Wild Seed. So that's one announcement. The second announcement is that the live show for the Black SFF-a-thon is going to be on Sunday, So you can find out more information about that. And that's going to be with myself, um, Locked Press Books, Arlene, Chloe from Thistle and Verse, Noria from Chronicles of Noria, and Lucy from Lucy Reads. And we're all going to be talking about The Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste. And what else? Also, Bree from the Locked Booktician is going to be hosting a read with me. I think it's tomorrow, because tomorrow is the last day of the Blackoween-a-thon, or Blackoween. Yeah, so that there's a lot going on. So there will be reading hours for other things. There'll be a reading hour tonight, with me for Wild Seed, one tomorrow, I think, with Bree from the Locked Booktician, and then one on Sunday with me for Wild Seed again. So yes, and if I can do stuff in the morning, I will. Oh, great. Glad that you'll be joining us, Emery. And Sarah, oh, awesome. Okay, Brienne. All right, everyone, have a wonderful wherever you are in your day. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon. Read with Purpose, friends. Bye.